I'm going to talk about how to have a chart in Excel and have the data as the background of the chart. Here we have some data that I've made up, and we're assuming it's the sales data for a firm, and we have the quarters, the sales, and then the divisions where the sales are. And so to create a graph, I always just select the data, go to insert on the menu bar, and I always go to recommended charts. And the one I'm going to select is this line chart because I'd like to have the data behind the chart itself. So I think this one would work good. And so we'll say OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control X that to cut it, and then I'm going to put a new sheet on, and I'm going to go Control V to paste it, and now I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so we can fit some data on there. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's go back to our original sheet. If you notice on this sheet, I started my data on row 11 so that I had space, so that this data is not going to fill the whole chart. It's just going to fill the bottom underneath the lines, hopefully. So what I'm going to do is I have the camera tool installed on my toolbar. I will have a link to my video on how to install the camera tool in Excel. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select several rows above my data all the way down to my data, and then I'm going to click on the camera tool. Okay, so now it's in the clipboard, and let's go back to our chart, and we're going to right click. We're going to right click and we're going to format the plot area. So we're going to select this one here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go, we have two options here. We have, if you wanted a shadow or glow effect, but we're going to select the fill. And then we are going to go and select picture or textual fill. Now, it automatically put it in here because it knows that it's in the clipboard, but if it didn't, what you would do is you would go insert from a file or insert from the clipboard or online. But here you see you have the data, the actual data displayed behind your chart, and I think that's pretty handy. Instead of having to go back and forth, you can see the numbers and where they relate on the chart. So that's how you put your data behind your chart. Please subscribe.